Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing problem set 2.3, and we're going to be starting off with number 20. So, 0.8x plus 0.9 times 850 minus x. So in this one, we're going to have to use the distributive property. So we're going to leave 0.8x how it is, plus, since there's a 0 and we're multiplying, not 800, 850, we can just remove the 0 and then bring the decimal over one place, so then it becomes 9 times 85. Since I don't know what 9 times 85 is, I'm just going to do it off to the side here. 9 times 8 is 72, 72 plus 4 is 76, so 765. Minus 0.9x, you're going to get negative 0.1x is equal to negative 765. Because we need to bring the x's on one side, which they already are. We just need to subtract 765 from both sides, so that we can get the numbers on the right side. So since they're both equations on both sides of the equal sign they both have a negative sign, we can just cross out that negative, and then it's going to become 0.1x equals 765, and then we just multiply 0.1x, we just multiply both sides with 10, and then we're going to get 1x, which is the same thing as x, which is equal to 7,650. That should be the answer. So now, problem set number 26. 0.5 times 3t plus 0.7 is equal to 20.6. Once again, we're going to have to use the distributive property. So 0.5 times 3 will get you to 1.5t plus 0.5 times 0.7. And I don't think I've taught you multiplication of decimals yet, so let's just do that right now. 0.5. So when you multiply decimals, it doesn't really matter whether the decimals line up or not, unlike in addition or subtraction, and you just do normal division. So you have so in the normal division, zeros usually don't matter, so we're just going to do 7 times 5, which is 35. And then you're going to count how many numbers there are with decimals and how far they are. So how many based on how many numbers are to the right, that's how far they are. So in this one, there's 2 numbers, and both of them have 1 number to the right, so we move the decimal to the right 2 places, or to the left 2 places, and then we're just going to get 0.35 as our number, which is equal to 20.6, and then 1.5 t is equal to 20.6 minus 0.35, right? Yeah, so we're going to have 20.6 minus 0.35. This is a 10. You can just add a 0 after the decimal place whenever you want. That doesn't matter. 6, it becomes a 5. So then you have 220.25. And then we're going to divide both sides with 1.5. So 0.5, and then since the denominator has a decimal, since it has 1 number to the right of the decimal, we can just move that decimal over 1, and then we can do the same thing for the numerator, so that it becomes 202.5 divided by 15. I'm gonna bring up the calculator for this one. up here. So 202.5 divided by 15 divided by 15, and we get 13.5. So t is equal to 13.5. Alright, now I'm pretty sure we're going to be working on word problems. Yep. So the owner of a pizza parlor wants to make a profit of 70% of the cost of each pizza sold. If it costs $7.50 to make a pizza, at what price should the pizza be sold? So what we want to do is increase the cost, or not the cost, but we want to increase the price so that he can make a profit of 70%, and that's markup, like I explained in section 2.3, right, in the regular section 2.3 video. So that's what we're going to do in this one too. So in markup, we're just going to do 170%, just add 100% to it, times $7.50, or we can just write 7.5, and then once we do that, that should give us our answer. So it will be 170 over 100 times 7.5. Since we have a 0 with the 170, we can move the decimal over one place so that it becomes 17 times 75 over 100. I'm going to bring out the calculator for this one since I do not know how to do that. Whoops. Okay, so 17 times 75. So 75 equals that, and then, so 1275, okay. So it's equal to 1275 over 100. So when we have a denominator of 100, or any number with a bunch of zeros, based on the number of zeros, all we just have to do is move the decimal point that many times left. So right now it's 1275.0 and 000 and so on, but we're just gonna imagine that it's like this, okay? And since there's 2 zeros, we can move it 2 times to the left, so 1, 2, and that's gonna give us 12.75 with no denominator. So he has to raise the price to $12.75 in order to make a profit of 70%. Okay, problem set number 38. A retailer has some jackets that cost her $45 each. If she sells them for $83.25 per jacket, find the rate of her profit based on the selling price. Okay, so in this one, she's also doing markup. So we're going to, since it's markup, it's alright if it's over 100%. If the rate is over 100%, it's fine. So we're going to do X percent of $45 is equal to 83.25. We're going to get X over 100 times 45 is equal to 83.25. And then we're going to, let's see here, what are we going to do? Yeah, okay, so now we're going to multiply with the reciprocal, since X times, or X over 100 times 45 is really equal to 45x over 100. Okay, so we're going to do the reciprocal, 100 over 45. So then we're going to get x equals 83.25 times 100. All of that over 45. Since we have 2 zeros there, we can multiply it, and then we're going to move the decimal over here 2 places to the right. So then it's just going to be 83.25 divided by 45. 25 divided by 45, which gives us 185. So he marked it up 185%. Now we can check this by doing 185 over 100 times 45 to see what we get. Okay, so it's just 185 times 45 over 100, so times 45 divided by 100, and you get 83.25, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so let's move on to problem number 48 now. So the problem says that Sarah has a collection of nickels, dimes, and quarters worth $15.75. She has 10 more dimes than nickels and twice as many quarters as dimes. How many coins of each kind does she have? So we're going to have our nickels be n, our dimes are going to be n plus 10, and then our quarters are going to be 2 times n plus 10. Wow, that actually looks really bad handwriting. So nickels is equal to n, dimes is equal to d, not d, n plus 10, and then quarters is equal to 2 times n plus 10, as it says in the paragraph in this one line, and a little bit in the next. Okay, so now instead of adding them all up and just putting the value as 1575, since we have to find how many of each she has, and it has money in it worth 1575, we are going to have to use the values of nickels, dimes, and quarters in real life. So in real life, the nickels value is 0.05n. It's not 0.05n, it's actually just 5 cents, which is 0.05. But yeah, that's okay, whatever. So, and then we're gonna have 0.1 times n plus 10 plus 0.25 times 2 times n plus 10, which is equal to 15.75. So the 25, 0.1, and 0.05 are all values of the nickels, dimes, and quarters, respectively. Oh, no. Actually, no, not respectively. Nickels, dimes, and quarters, they have a value of 0.05, 0.1, and 0.25, respectively. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, now we're just going to use the distributive property, and then we're going to simplify it. So we're going to get 0.05n over here, plus 0.1n over here, plus 1, plus, so this is equal to 2n plus 20. So let's just use the distributive property and then let's simplify that. So 0.25 times 2 is 0.5n, and then you're going to get plus 0. Not 0.5. You're going to get 5. Since we have a 0 at the end of 20, you can just use that 0 and then bring the decimal over one place, and then multiply like normal. Okay, so then it's equal to 1575. Right? Yeah. Now, adding up all the n's, we get 0.65n, and then adding up the numbers, we get 6. So you have 0.65n plus 6 is equal to 1575. got the dots. Okay, and then we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. 0.65n, which is equal to 9.75. And then, since there are two numbers to the right of the decimal in both sides of the equal sign, we are just going to remove the decimal altogether. So we're going to get 65n, which is equal to 975. So then we're going to get n is equal to 975 over 65, which is equal to 15. Hopefully. Let's just check on the calculator. 975 divided by 65. 15. Okay, good. So now we can just substitute that. So since nickels is 15, dimes is going to be 15 plus 10, which is 25, and then quarters is going to be 25 times 2, which is 50. And we can check that we're right by substituting it into this equation that we have. So since there are 0.25, well, let's start off with nickels. So 0.05 times 15. 0.05 times 15. 0.75. I'm just not going to do anything with that now, for now. And then we're going to have 0.1 times 25, which should be 0.25. Or no, 2.5. Yeah, 2.5. And then 0.25 times 50, which should be 1.25. Right? Or no, 12.5. Wow. 12.5 plus 2.5 plus 0.75 should give us 1575. There we go. And that was the last example. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you need any help further understanding this topic, just make sure to let me know at the email, and then I can help you. Learn it. But otherwise, if there are no questions, be sure to leave a comment telling me what I can improve on. Since this is a start of a YouTube channel that I'm making, I want comments that tell me what I can improve on so that I can become better and I can improve on helping you guys learn. But otherwise, if there's nothing, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe. Thanks for watching.